Hey warrior, you did it. You, sitting there, scrolling, breathing, alive. But not just alive, no. You annihilated 1,000 demons, all at once. Think about that for a second. Not 1, not 10, not 100, 1,000, all at once. Each one clawing, biting, whispering, screaming, mocking. And yet here you are, still standing, still staring back at the void, daring it to blink first. Can you feel it? That pulse in your chest, hammering like a war drum? That spark behind your eyes that refuses to die, refuses to fold, refuses to obey the rules. That's not luck. That's not a coincidence. That's raw, unfiltered, teeth-bared force. You weren't polite about it. You didn't wait for the world to hand you permission. You tore through it. Every barrier, every sneer, every shadow that dared to breathe against you. Shredded. And let's not sugarcoat this. It was violent, brutal, necessary. Beautiful even. Because strength like this isn't measured in whispers or smiles. It's measured in moments when everything screams at you to stop and you laugh, you snarl. You take one step forward, then another, and another. Until the noise, the chaos becomes background. Until the 1,000 demons are nothing more than ashes under your boots. Do you realize what that means? Think about it. Every fear, every doubt, every hesitation you carried in your chest, they all tried to own you, tried to cage you, tried to whisper, "You're not ready, you can't, you shouldn't." And yet, you didn't flinch. You didn't falter. You didn't look away. You stared straight into the abyss and said, nothing. Just acted, just moved, just tore through it like it was paper. Ah, the irony. All those voices, all those sneers, all those tiny little shadows pretending to be threats, powerless now. They didn't vanish. No, they're still there, but they're smaller, duller, less relevant. And you've never felt so immense, so electric, so alive. Because surviving a storm is one thing, but standing at the eye of it, holding it by the throat, and forcing it to bend to your will, that's transformation. That's a revelation. That's war without applause. So here's the question, the real one. Now that you've annihilated 1,000 demons all at once, what's next? Do you retreat? Do you rest? Do you pretend the fight is over? Nah, this was only the beginning, because you've tasted your own edge. You've touched the raw core of what you can do. And let me tell you, there's no going back. Not fully, not ever. Look around, feel it. The world hasn't changed, but you have. And that is terrifying for everyone else, not for you. You know now that nothing can intimidate the mind that's faced 1,000 demons in one night. Nothing can shake the hands that have bled to claim victory over shadows. And nothing at all can take away the taste of the fire you've survived. So take a deep breath, smile if you want, or don't. Doesn't matter. What matters is that you remember this moment, this raw, jagged, electrifying proof that you are not fragile, you are not quiet, you are not waiting, you are here, you are now. And if 1,000 demons can fall at your feet in one go, imagine what the next step will bring. You think it's over? No. The demons you crushed, They were only the opening act. Shadows may bend, but they don't disappear. They linger. They whisper. They test the limits of your patience. And here's the truth. Every time you've stood at the edge of annihilation, something else waits. Something sharper, something smarter, something hungrier. But look at you. Look at yourself. You've felt the fire on your skin, the weight on your shoulders, the clawing at your mind, and you survived. Not by luck, not by hiding, by choice, by force, by sheer refusal to be small. That's power, raw, relentless. That moment, that pulse inside you, it's not just adrenaline, it's proof. Proof that the next challenge, no matter how monstrous, is already trembling at the thought of you. Every scar, every bruise, every mental scratch is a trophy. Each one a reminder that the battle doesn't define you, the victory does. And the victory isn't silent, it echoes. It shouts. It drags your courage into the open and makes the world notice. The 1,000 demons you faced all at once, they are nothing compared to the courage you've carved out in their wake. You're no longer just someone surviving. You're someone commanding attention, someone forcing reality to pay attention to your existence. And now comes the choice. The real test. Will you stop? Will you shrink back into comfort, into safety, into the illusions of rest? Or will you step forward, eyes blazing, fists ready, heart pounding, and claim the next mountain before it even knows you exist? Every second you hesitate, shadows regroup. Every moment of doubt, they creep closer, itching to take what you've earned. Don't let them. Imagine it. The world or the chaos that surrounds you, thinking it's safe, thinking it's clever, thinking it can survive the storm you've become. And then you move, suddenly, swiftly, relentlessly. Every hesitation crushed me. Every obstacle was demolished. Every demon, old and new, is forced to recognize that you are no longer a target. You are the hunter, the storm, the reckoning. So brace yourself. Lean into the fire that licks at your feet. Let it fuel you. Let it sharpen your mind, harden your resolve, ignite your instincts. Because the next battle, the next challenge, the next 1,000 shadows, they're coming. And this time, you're not just ready, you're perfected. You've been forged in the chaos, tempered by resistance, and nothing will make you back down. Now stand, feel it, that pulse in your chest, that spark behind your eyes, that roar you've carried silently through the night. Hold it, guard it, expand it, and then, when the world or whatever comes next thinks it can intimidate you, strike. Strike like the force you were always meant to be. Strike like someone who has already annihilated 1,000 demons all at once. Because victory isn't just survival. Victory is dominance. It's claiming the world on your terms. It's walking through chaos with a smile, knowing you've already faced the worst and lived. And every shadow, every doubt, every lurking threat now knows the truth. There is no stopping what you've already become. Now listen closely, because this is the part most people never reach. Most people survive the first wave and stop. Most people collapse after one fight, but not you. You didn't just survive, you annihilated 1,000 demons, all at once. And that means something. everything. It means you are no longer a participant. You are the storm. You are the reckoning. Look at your hands. Feel the weight of what you've carried and destroyed. Every scar is a declaration. Every bruise is a badge of honor. And yes, every shadow you faced, they were tests. Tiny, insignificant tests now lying broken at your feet. You passed. You crushed them. You thrived. And now the real question looms. What will you do with this power? Because power like this, it's dangerous if wasted. It's alive, hungry. It wants action. It wants movement. It wants dominance. And the world around you? It hasn't seen half of it. Not yet. Not even close. Every challenge ahead, every mountain, every shadow waiting in silence, they're already trembling. They feel the tremor of your existence. They feel the force you've become. But here's the truth. The fight never truly ends. And that's the beauty of it. Every demon you crush, every fear you silence, every limit you shatter, it's proof that you are evolving, that you are ascending, not slowly, not politely, relentlessly, with fire in your eyes, steel in your veins, and a pulse that echoes with the certainty of someone who has faced annihilation and stared back unbroken. Now take it all in. Feel the electric thrill of knowing that nothing can match the edge you've honed, that every obstacle ahead, child's play compared to the chaos you've survived, that every whisper of doubt, every attempt to cage you, every shadow trying to intimidate, will fail, because you've already proven what no one else could imagine. So stand, rise, roar, move forward with the force of 1,000 storms, strike with the precision of someone who has seen the abyss and laughed. Own every inch of the world that dared question you. Make it bow, not out of fear, not out of obligation, out of the pure recognition that you are unstoppable, that you are a force that refuses compromise, that you are the culmination of every battle ever fought and every demon ever annihilated. And remember this, always, annihilating 1,000 demons at once wasn't an accident. It was a declaration, a statement, a warning. To every shadow, every obstacle, every fleeting doubt that you exist and you will never, ever back down. The fire inside you isn't temporary, it's eternal, it's relentless, it's yours, and it will carry you farther than you've ever imagined. Now, take a step back. Look at everything you've done. Every shadow was crushed, every doubt silenced, every demon annihilated. And ask yourself, was it enough? Maybe for the weak, maybe for the timid, but not for you. Not now, because the edge you've carved, it's not a finish line, it's a battlefield, a proving ground, a stage for what comes next. Do you feel it? That thrum in your veins, that whisper in your mind that says they haven't seen anything yet? That is the spark that separates the survivors from the legends. That pulse is your call, your demand, your responsibility. Every moment of hesitation from now on is a choice to deny the force that has already proven itself. And you won't. You can't. Remember this, annihilating 1,000 demons at once wasn't just victory. It was a blueprint, a map, a warning to everyone, everything, every shadow, that you exist at a level they cannot comprehend. You've opened a door. You've stepped through it. And behind you, chaos bows. But ahead, the challenge grows. The stakes rise. The game escalates. And this world will never be the same again. The next step is yours. The next battle is yours. Every choice, every move, every strike from this moment forward will shape the legacy you leave. And oh, what a legacy it will be. Because the fire inside you is no longer tentative. It's undeniable. It's ferocious. It's alive. Every demon you face in the future will already know your name. Every shadow will hesitate. Every obstacle will falter. And you will rise again and again, stronger than ever. So rise. Not quietly, not politely, not with fear. Rise with intent, with ferocity, with the certainty of someone who has stared into the abyss and shredded it to pieces. You are a force. You are a reckoning. You are a storm incarnate. And if 1,000 demons couldn't stop you, what in this world ever will? Now step forward. Claim it. Own it. Make it count. Let the fire you forged illuminate everything in its path. Let it consume every shadow that dares oppose you. Let it echo as proof that someone somewhere faced the impossible and annihilated it. All at once. Now that you've annihilated 1,000 demons, all at once, what remains? Silence? Relief? No. What remains is fire. A fire that doesn't flicker. A fire that doesn't fade. A fire that screams at the world, reminding everything that you've been forged in chaos, sharpened by resistance and tempered by your own will. Look at yourself. Really look. Every challenge you've faced, every shadow you've struck down, every demon you've shattered, it's all proof. Proof that you are not ordinary. That the edge you've carved in the storm is yours and yours alone. Every heartbeat now carries authority. Every step now carries weight. Every glance now carries a warning. Do not underestimate what survives after annihilation. Annihilation is not the end. It is the beginning. Every demon you've destroyed, every fear you've crushed, every limit you've broken, they were rehearsing. The world, the chaos, the unknown, they await. But you've already proven what few dare to try. You've already walked through fire and emerged whole, stronger, sharper, more relentless than ever. So take it in, let it settle, let it ignite. Let it remind you that now, nothing is beyond reach. Nothing can intimidate a mind that has stared into 1,000 threats and laughed. Nothing can intimidate a soul that has taken chaos, torn it apart, and made it kneel. You are not a survivor. You are the force that redefines survival. So step forward, not cautiously, not politely. Step forward with intent, with purpose, with the certainty of someone who has annihilated 1,000 demons, all at once. Let every shadow, every obstacle, every flicker of fear know the truth. You exist and you will never bow. This is your time, your fire, your reckoning. Now listen carefully, because this is the part most people never reach. Most think victory ends with survival. Most think 1,000 demons fallen is enough. But not you. Not now. It's never enough. not for someone who has seen the edge, stared into chaos, and torn it apart. Your fire doesn't stop. Your power doesn't sleep. Your will doesn't rest. Every challenge you've faced has shaped you. Every shadow you've crushed has sharpened you. And now you carry a force that cannot be measured, a storm that cannot be contained. Every obstacle that dares rise will tremble, because you've already mastered what most fear to face. You've annihilated 1,000 demons all at once, and the echoes of that power will follow you forever. And here's the truth you must never forget. Annihilation is not a moment, it's a signature, a mark that tells the world, and every shadow within it, that you exist at a level beyond fear, beyond hesitation, beyond limits. Every whisper of doubt, every flicker of challenge, recognizes your presence now, and they will bow. Not out of mercy, not out of luck, but because they know you are relentless. You are inevitable. You are the reckoning itself. So rise, not tomorrow, not later. Now, take the fire that courses through your veins and let it blaze. Let it consume every fear. Let it obliterate every obstacle. Let it echo across the silence that dared to doubt you. You are more than a survivor. You are more than a warrior. You are a force of nature, a legend in motion, and the world will remember your name. Huh? Really? Ever feel like there's something inside you that could change everything if you ever let it out? Oh, that feeling you get when people underestimate you? When they laugh like you're nothing? They have no idea what you're hiding beneath that calm face, do they? Nah, they couldn't handle it. Not your silence, not your focus, not your power. And guess what? That's exactly why you should never show it. Not yet. Not ever until it's time. Because this world doesn't want strong minds, it wants predictable ones. It doesn't want mystery, it wants noise. But you're built different. You're a storm trapped in a still body. Oh yeah, they'll try to test you, mock you, even copy you, but they'll never be you. You're the kind they whisper about when you leave the room, the one they can't read. That's your advantage. That's your danger. That's your truth. So listen close. This speech, this isn't just words. This is psychological warfare for your spirit. I'm about to show you why silence is the ultimate rebellion and why control is the sharpest weapon. Oh, you'll see why patience breaks stronger walls than rage ever could. If you've ever been doubted, ignored, or underestimated, this one's for you. Now take a deep breath, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you move forever. Some powers aren't meant to be shown, they're meant to be feared, even by the one who carries them. You hold something dangerous. No, not a weapon, not something that can be taken away. It's inside you, buried beneath the noise, the fear, the pretending. Most people, they'll never even know it exists. And that's the point. Because once they see it, once they realize the depth of what you're capable of, they'll try to contain you. They'll call it arrogance, or madness, or rebellion. Oh wow, the labels they'll throw just to make sure you stay ordinary. But you can't afford to be ordinary. You were built with edges, not curves. Sharp, precise, silent. The kind of person who walks into a room and the air changes, not because you said something, but because you didn't. There's a weight that follows you, an unseen tension that others can't name, but can't ignore either. And deep down you feel it too, that spark waiting for a reason to ignite. Here's the truth most people choke on. Real power doesn't shout. It doesn't post. It doesn't beg for recognition. It watches, waits, learns. It's the quiet before the storm, the pause before the strike. Because those who scream their strength rarely have any. The ones who know don't need to prove it. That's your danger. The fact that you don't need validation. Oh yeah, that scares them. Because people can't manipulate what they can't define. You've learned to keep your cards close, your silence loaded, your presence unpredictable. You've built an armor made of calmness, a stillness that hides storms beneath. And that's what drives them insane. They can't read you, can't predict you, can't use you. And when people can't use something, they try to destroy it. That's the world's first rule of control. Label what you fear, shame what you don't understand, and bury what you can't break. But you're not here to be buried. You're here to be patient, calculated, to let them underestimate you long enough that when you finally move, it's already too late for them to react. Oh nah, you're not the loud type. You're the one who smiles when everyone's shouting. The one who stays calm when everyone's losing their mind. That unnerves them more than any roar ever could. And here's where it gets dark. Your greatest strength will always look like weakness to people who lack depth. Your silence, they'll call it insecurity. Your caution, they'll say it's fear. Your patience, they'll say it's hesitation. Let them. Every false judgment is a shield. Every insult is camouflage. The moment they stop watching, you strike. Because silence is not emptiness, it's potential. There's a dangerous beauty in knowing when not to reveal what you can do. Power isn't meant to be flashed like jewelry. It's meant to be hidden like a blade beneath a sleeve. Ready, unseen, deadly. You don't need applause for your control. You don't need recognition for your restraint. You just need the right moment. And when it comes, everything changes. And that's why you must protect it. Protect your mystery like your life depends on it, because it does. Once they know your limits, they'll design cages for you. Once they know your strength, they'll test it until it breaks. Once they know your plan, they'll sabotage it before it breathes. So don't give them that. Let them keep guessing. Let them stay afraid of the unknown. Because fear is the currency of control. You don't earn it by talking. You earn it by holding back. That's your edge. That's your danger. You hold a power that can't be copied, can't be taught, can't be stolen. The kind of power that makes even silence sound loud. The kind of power that changes the air before you speak. So hold it close. Never reveal it. Never explain it. Just master it. Until your calmness becomes the loudest thing in the room. The world doesn't fear what it doesn't see. It fears what it can't control. And then it happens. The shift. The moment the whispers start, the air thickens around your name. People begin to notice. Not your face, not your voice, but the energy behind them. That invisible current that runs through your calm. They can't describe it, but they can feel it, like a temperature drop in a silent room. Oh wow. They realize there's something about you they can't label, and that unsettles them more than any threat ever could. You see, the world is built on comfort, on knowing where to place people. Boxes, categories, easy definitions. But you don't fit. You slip through their fingers like smoke. Every time they think they've understood you, you change rhythm. Every time they think they've read you, you close the book. You are a walking contradiction, quiet yet powerful, still yet unstoppable. And that terrifies them, because control only exists when predictability does. And you've stripped them of both. They can't predict what you'll do next, and that makes them desperate. Desperation breeds curiosity. And curiosity? It's dangerous when it turns into obsession. They start watching closer, testing you, nudging, probing, questioning. They'll act casual, but they're measuring you, your tone, your posture, the pauses between your words. Every glance becomes data. Every silence becomes a code they want to crack. But what they don't know is that you've been studying them longer. Every move they make, every word they choose, you've seen through it all. Because real strength isn't in reacting, it's in observing. You learned that long ago. The one who speaks first loses ground. The one who reveals first gives away position. You've learned to let them speak until they expose their fears. Oh yeah, that's when you smile. Not from pride, but from clarity. You see, when people start noticing your power, their true nature comes out. The loyal turn cautious. The ambitious turn envious. The weak turn cruel. It's like shining light into a nest. What scurries out isn't pretty. But don't panic. Don't defend. Don't try to prove yourself. Because the moment you start explaining your silence, you lose it. Let them assume. Let them create stories in their heads. Their assumptions become their own traps. Here's the cold truth. Once your strength becomes visible, everyone will have an opinion about it. Some will want to study it. Some will want to borrow it. Some will want to destroy it. But none of them deserve to touch it, because they didn't earn it. They didn't bleed for it. They didn't sit in silence when the world was loud. They don't understand the cost behind your calm. Oh nah, they can't understand. That's why your reaction must always be the opposite of their expectation. When they expect rage, smile. When they expect compliance, question. When they expect weakness, stay silent. Confusion is your armor. It makes them hesitate. And in hesitation, power shifts. Remember this. The longer they're uncertain, the more you control the board. And when the world notices you, they'll test how deep your control runs. They'll throw chaos your way just to see if you flinch. But calmness is your rebellion. Every time you remain centered while others collapse, you remind them of their fragility. That's how you dominate without violence, by refusing to lose your stillness. They'll ask, "What's your secret?" And you'll say nothing, because the truth isn't for everyone. You don't teach control, you embody it. You don't explain strength, you live it. Some lessons aren't spoken. They're felt in the silence you leave behind. The moment they notice your power, you must evolve again. Change pace, shift tone, become unpredictable once more. Because once they start decoding your silence, you must rewrite it. Growth, after all, is the ultimate disguise. The more they chase what they can't define, the closer they walk to their own undoing. It starts subtle. A few questions too precise. A few stares that last too long. Then the whispers turn to investigation. The same people who once smiled at your calm now want to unravel it. They sense something hidden beneath that silence, and their pride can't accept not knowing. Oh wow, how quickly fascination turns into fear. You see, curiosity is harmless until it mixes with envy. That's when it becomes pursuit. People don't just want to understand your power anymore, they want to own it. They think if they can expose what drives you, they can weaken it. But what they'll never understand is that your power was born in discipline, not display. It was sharpened in quiet trials, refined in isolation, and anchored by restraint. It's not a secret you keep. It's a truth they'll never reach. The more they look, the less they'll find. Because real strength isn't in what you show, it's in what you withhold. They'll dig through your words, your past, your present, searching for cracks. But you've already sealed them. You've learned how to breathe without revealing your thoughts, how to move without revealing your direction. You've turned your entire existence into controlled unpredictability. And when they realize they can't figure you out, that's when they'll turn desperate. Oh yeah, desperation has a sound. It's loud, messy, emotional. They'll throw accusations, lies, distractions, hoping you'll react. Don't. Reaction gives them clues. Response gives them rhythm. You must remain untraceable. Because once you respond to noise, you've already surrendered your silence. That's the real warfare. Not of fists or words, but of composure. Anyone can fight when provoked. Very few can stand still when the fire is close. That's where your strength becomes something terrifying to them. They'll scream. You'll blink slowly. They'll threaten. You'll stay seated. They'll demand. You'll answer with stillness. That calmness, it crushes their confidence more than any retaliation ever could. Oh nah, they won't admit it, but every time they fail to shake you, their obsession deepens. They'll start imagining things, thinking you know more than you do, that you're planning something even when you're resting, and that's where your power multiplies. You're not fighting them anymore, their mind. So let them chase shadows. Let them run in circles around the mystery you've built. Because every time they look for your weakness, they expose their own. Every attempt to break your calm only shows how fragile theirs is. The louder they get, the more invisible you become. And soon they'll realize the truth, that power was never about being seen, but about being felt. And by the time they understand that, it'll be too late to catch up. When fear fails to control you, the world doesn't retreat, it conspires. And that's when everything changes. The tone, the glances, the silence between their words. You'll start to feel it. The quiet coordination, the unseen conversations. They've realized chasing you won't work, so they begin to build against you. Oh wow. This is where admiration curdles into strategy. They stop asking questions and start setting traps, subtle ones, psychological ones. The kind that don't attack your body, they test your patience, your restraint, your discipline. Because when someone can't overpower your presence, they'll try to exhaust it. They'll provoke you in whispers, not shouts. Twist your words. Misread your calm. Frame your silence as guilt. They'll study your smallest reactions and try to weaponize them. That's what happens when the world feels powerless in front of someone it can't read. It tries to rewrite them. But that's where they fail. You see, their plotting assumes you'll respond emotionally. It assumes you'll fight back in the open. But you've evolved past that. You don't play the same game anymore. You've realized that survival isn't about fighting every battle, it's about choosing which ones deserve your energy. Oh yeah, restraint isn't weakness, it's wisdom. When they plot, don't panic, observe. Every rumor they create is a confession. Every alliance they form is a sign of insecurity. When they gather against you, don't see enemies, see confirmation. Because no one unites to bring down something harmless. Their plotting only proves your power. And yes, it'll sting. You'll see people you once trusted stand too close to your critics. You'll hear laughter that sounds rehearsed. You'll notice messages that never reach you anymore. That's the price of holding real power. The world respects it in public but fears it in private. Oh nah, don't take it personally. This isn't betrayal, it's revelation. They're just showing who they were when the light shifted. So you stay still. Let them talk, let them misread, let them spend their energy building walls around your name while you keep walking through unseen doors. Because every plan against you creates noise, and noise blinds the plotters themselves. They'll be too busy watching you to notice their own steps falling out of rhythm. Here's the irony. The more they try to control your image, the more you control the outcome. You turn their fear into a mirror, their schemes into signals. You make silence your battlefield and patience your shield, because power isn't proven by how loud you defend yourself, but by how quietly you outlast them. And when their plotting collapses, because it always does, they'll look around for who warned them. No one will say a word, because deep down, they'll realize you knew all along. You saw every move, every whisper, every shadow, and yet you didn't flinch. That's what terrifies them most. The strongest storms aren't survived by those who fight them, but by those who become them. That's what endurance really is. Not passive waiting, but silent transformation. You started by surviving the noise, then mastering your silence. But now, your patience has changed shape. It's no longer about holding on. It's about becoming untouchable. Oh wow, what they once called calmness has turned into strategy. What they mistook for hesitation has become command. You're not reacting anymore. You're rewriting the rhythm of everything around you. You've learned that time is the ultimate weapon. While they wasted theirs plotting, yours sharpened you. Every delay they caused only strengthened your restraint. Every trap they built only exposed their impatience. And here's the part that makes it all poetic. They tried to break you by making you wait, but patience was always your element. You didn't freeze in silence, you forged in it. Oh yeah, that's the evolution. You no longer measure success by attention or approval. You've outgrown the need to prove, to perform, to announce. You've reached the stage where stillness is power, where moving slow makes everyone else look rushed, where saying less makes your every word echo louder. You've become the calm inside the storm, not untouched by chaos, but defined by it. And when you reach this level, something strange happens. People stop trying to test you. They sense it now, the shift, the quiet danger behind your composure. They can't explain it, but they feel smaller in your presence, not because you threaten them, but because your existence mirrors their lack of control. They'll never admit it, but you've become everything they pretended to be. Because patience, real patience, isn't submission, it's precision. It's the art of knowing when to move and when to wait. You've mastered timing, and timing rules the world. You've learned to let others rush ahead, burn out, collide while you stay steady, focused, unseen. And when their noise fades, You arrive, not late, but exactly when you're meant to. That's what makes your power so dangerous now. It's not in what you reveal, but in what you choose not to reveal. You've turned restraint into authority. You've made silence your signature. You've learned to walk through chaos without losing alignment. Every word you speak now carries weight because it comes from stillness, not from impulse. Oh yeah, that's mastery. They thought patience would make you soft. It made you steel. They thought hiding your power would dim you. It made you blinding. They thought silence would erase you. It made you unforgettable. You didn't just endure, you evolved. Now, you no longer fear being seen or misunderstood. You've transcended that. Because real control isn't about dominating others. It's about never being moved by them. And once you reach that point, you become unstoppable. So keep your power hidden, but never dormant. Keep your silence sharp. Keep your calm alive. Because the day you decide to reveal what you've been guarding, the world won't be ready. Oh wow, look at you, you made it to the end. That means something. It means you felt it. You didn't just listen, you understood. You know now what most never will. That your silence isn't emptiness, it's strength in disguise. Yeah, the world will keep trying to read you, test you, label you. Let them talk while you move in silence, because every word they waste guessing who you are is time you spend becoming untouchable. Oh yeah, that's the secret they'll never figure out. Power doesn't need witnesses, it needs control. You're not here to prove anything. You're here to become everything they said you couldn't. The moment you stop explaining and start observing, that's when your rise begins. You don't chase, you don't beg, you build. Quietly, sharply, relentlessly. And when your moment finally comes, when the world sees what you've been hiding all along, it won't be loud, it'll be devastatingly clear. They'll realize too late what they were standing next to. Oh nah, don't warn them, just arrive.